Thanks for the new repulsive word, dwarf. Speaking of repulsive words, yay! Let's continue the racism chapter. I'm not saying that excitingly, by the way. Maybe me or Linux? I just reached level 15. Oh, nice. Really now, it's admirable they would come so far for their studies. Yeah, I'm here, what's up? That was a response to repulsive, not racism. I'd like to hope so. I've heard Japan is a country full of modest, hard-working people. お嬢様のクラスメートはどちらも随分個性的な生徒のようですね。The way you speak to the efforts those two have made, however, makes me wonder if there is something special about them. To avoid Ellie repeating it, and he didn't say what it meant. He just said, don't say that. You told us what skeet means. The skeet is on your hands. I didn't tell anyone anything. I encouraged him to look up the word. It's kind of telling me to do something, no. And the way you speak to the efforts those two have made, however, makes me wonder if there is something special about them. I was not aware of it, Dwarf. I just thought it was Blue Sky Tweet. That's barely different. You may have forgotten, but I don't buy you never knowing. Not you. Oh. Are you saying Moggy? IDK, I wasn't, and I'm a freak. Special? Yes, that's a lovely way of putting it. I never knew what a skeet was. Yeah, I just thought it was Blue Sky Tweet. Skeet. I hope it doesn't take them long to feel at home here. Wouldn't it be bleat? Would it be bleat? I've been seeing people calling it skeet. Maybe they were calling it skeet. I like B-skeet. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think you should just call a Blue Sky post a bloop. That is a good one too. I like blooping. I cannot be held accountable for this. We will hold you accountable. Does people call it B-ski? B-ski. I love B-ski. B-ski is nice. It's not as toxic. And I don't look at the side and see shit like World War III trending. And then I'm like, oh, I wonder why that's trending. United States versus Lil Jon, 2002. If you forgot, that's your own fault. Well, not everyone was aware of the definition 2 decades ago. I hope it doesn't take them long to feel at home here. If I may offer some advice of my own on that front, try to get to know them better. Okay, I'll date them. It was on every radio ever, you were aware. All I listened to on my radio was Radio Disney. Thank you very much. Game is louder than me? Oh, okay. Honestly, just keep it that way. Can you prove you are not aware, Elio? I don't know. I was just too busy singing into the year 3000. Not much has changed, but we lived underwater, and your great-great-great-granddaughter is doing fine. That's all I remember listening to on the radio. And the fact that I fucking won a fucking Hannah Montana karaoke machine that never fucking arrived at my house. Thanks a lot, Radio Disney. Where's my fucking karaoke machine? Oh, what do you mean? Even the most capable of detectives wouldn't work to solve a case without knowing anything of the victim and the suspects. 9-year-olds learn a lot of weird shit. Yeah, but Skeet was not one of them for me. I was honestly very much averse to like anything sexual related as a child. Like, I would have kids like drawing pictures in their notebooks of like stick figures fucking, and I was like, no! Stop it! Stop it! I don't want to look at that! I don't want to look at that! My eyes! I just knew Barbies and Power Rangers. Same. Even the most capable of detectives wouldn't work to solve a case without knowing anything of the victims and the suspects. What happened? Yeah, same. I was actively repulsed till I was 20-something. I'm still repulsed, but I like making jokes. Even the most capable of detectives wouldn't work to solve a case without knowing anything of the victim and the suspects. It's only by trying to understand how another person thinks that you can begin to get closer to them. I'm not, Pendleton. You can't take smart advice once in a while. What do you mean once in a while? I was the same, but I wasn't allowed to react or else I'd get bullied even more. Yeah. I was a weird kid. I got bullied in like elementary, middle, and high school, but I was also like a loud person that wasn't afraid to let it be known how I felt about stuff. And I think that's probably why I got bullied more, to be honest. I do more than once in a while, my lady. My lectures are filled with excellent advice for your benefit. Actually, yeah, that's a good fucking point. The fuck is Emily running her mouth for here? You would have a bullet in you if it wasn't for this twink, right? Okay, this bothers me. Either it didn't count Jackie or it didn't count me. Let me see. I will check my page. Because I remember it did it last time with Roblox. It didn't count certain stuff. See? Oh, it's not showing me any progress right now. Okay, chat. I'm gonna tell you, since it's not showing me any progress, while you reach goals, you should probably take screenshots and hold on to it just in case. If I ever need to, like, contact the Tokyo Ghoul people and get pissed off at them. What are the goals? They are all, like, the chains. Chain campaign. Which is kind of like the Idol Raid Shadow Legends-y game mode. And it's just like going to the furthest depths that you can. It's weird because my tracker is showing someone is at level 15. But checking on stream elements right now, it's showing no one as level 15, so I don't know, but I recommend anyone playing to maybe take screenshots as proof that you did it in case I have to contact them. Yeah, let me try refreshing it one more time. See if it fixes itself. If I do like a fresh tab. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's probably gonna take a bit. Probably gonna take a bit to update, but I'll let you guys know on the Discord if I notice that it goes up. Sorry about that. I couldn't agree more with you. If I want to know them, then the best way to go about it is to strike up a chat. There's no better way for two different cultures to understand one another. Thank you, Pendleton. I suppose I'm pleased to have been of service. Apology rejected. We want punishment. For who? Oh, I nearly forgot. There's something I wanted to ask. Ask away. For you? Me? You want to punish me? What'd I do? Don't say anything. Oh no, this is just like skeet. She's asking Pendleton what skeet means. What do the words licentious and depraved mean? What did I do? Then why are you apologizing? Checkmate. You know what? That's what you did. Pendleton had been in the middle of preparing my tea, but his hand stopped midair. Milady, don't you listen to the radio, milady? They announced the terms for those, like, years ago. Where did you hear those words, my lady? It was at school. That's the most I can say. I don't feel at all comfortable explaining either of those to you. Pendleton really is just dwarf, I think. Are they both truly so distressing to explain? Yeah, are they? Are they truly? Pendleton about the square up with a ked sheet. So I can... Hold on. I can get rid of this now. Oh no. What was the combo to get rid of clown? There we go. Pendleton isn't fed up with Emily's bullshit. That's because she pays him. Yes, I'm afraid so. Why not take this as an opportunity to ask those two exchange students? I'm sure they will know the answer. It'll give you something to talk about with them. Sure, I'll talk to them about skeet. Now that's an idea. To get rid of Clown, I just wait for him to end stream. Oi! I resolved to greet them again the very next day. I had so very many things I wanted to ask. What is Japan like? What can you do there? What do you like to do? They released an Atelier Yumiya synthesis trailer that has maybe 5 seconds of synthesis in the 2 minutes. Oh no. I did see the new furry lady. Is Yumiya just gonna be the Atelier game for furry fans? Cause I'm all for it. That's like the second furry we've seen. Whilst drinking the tea Pendleton had prepared especially for me, I sat and planned what I was going to ask tomorrow with fervor. Now what should I do? Just go to sleep. They seem to worship ancient furry Miku. I'm feeling tired. I ought to go straight to sleep. I stood from the chair and made my way towards my bed. I heard a knock on my bedroom door. Come in. Forgive my intrusion, my lady. Pendleton entered the room. In his hands were a healthy number of documents. I could only assume they related to his investigation into my parents' murders. Steeling myself, I asked him to report his findings. Well, things are beginning to look a little suspicious, to tell the truth. How so? Pendleton cast his eyes downwards towards a photograph before continuing.
まずスタンリー男爵ですが、
Here we have
彼も
Baron
自己死してい
Stanley.
ます。
His life was lost in an accident.
彼も自己死を
Him too?
確か
First Viscount Quincy, and now Baron Stanley? Also, the synthesis just looks like a weird sphere grid thing? Really? Huh.
彼が亡くなったの
I'll have to check it out
はご両親が亡くなった2年後です。
Indeed, his death came 2 years after that of your parents.
彼もまた飢饉の他にも独自のボランティアを行っており、夫妻や彼ら友人はその良き相談役でした。
As well as being part of the fund, he conducted voluntary activities of his own. He would often count on your mother, father, and their other friends seeking help and advice. I bet you whoever's still alive amongst these friends is probably the culprit.
貧民街につい
Just
て
call it a random
政府に
guess.
従来の無駄を省き、諸外国をモデルにした救済策を提案しましたが、
He proposed measures to the government for improving conditions in the slums and decreasing waste using neighboring countries as a model, that did not end well. Oh wait, I've got to bring up my favorite image. There's Yuri and Yaoi bait in the trailer, and I like the camping vibes, but that combat ain't doing it. Yaoi bait too? Damn.
深夜の帰宅中に馴染みのパブにより、泥酔し
I was
川に
expecting the Yuri bait, but not
そ
the
の翌
Yaoi
日に
bait.
テムズ川から遺体が発見されました。
One night, after visiting a pub he frequented, he drunkenly fell into the river. His body was discovered in the Thames the next day.
ただ、死体を解剖した結果、ほとんど水を飲んでいない状態だったようです。
The following autopsy, however, found startlingly little water in his lungs, so he was thrown into the river after he got killed then.
なるほど。つまり事故死ではない可能性が高い
I
とい
see.
うことね。
There's a high chance that his death was no accident then.
そうなります。ですがスコットランドヤードでは事件性はなく事故死であるとの見解です。
That is correct. Still, Scotland Yard believes there to be no evidence of that, and is of the opinion that it was only that, an accident. How do you see, like, okay, like, if a person that fell into the water and died in the water, like, is found for their, like, internal organs to not have what is expected in there, for, like, if you were to die in the water, wouldn't you be like, something's up, what? Come on, Scotland Yard. Do better.
その頃のスタンリー男爵は投資した鉱山が潰れた
I
り、
also wish to bring to your attention more on
ご両親の病気が悪化して疲れが出たせいか、
Viscount Quincy's circumstances
少し
before
私
his
生活
death.
が荒れていたよう
His
です。
personal life had left him exhausted overmuch due to the failure of a mine, in which he invested in his parents becoming increasingly ill. I mean, have you seen that sunglasses guy? He looks like he's from a BLVN. Oh, the guy that looks like Logie? Oh. Logie, but cool. I felt just awful for him, but it was not as though I could do anything for him now. It was a terribly pointless feeling.
それからお二人目、ランドルフ教授ですが、彼も7年前に亡くなられております。
Next we have Professor Randolph. His death was 7 years ago.
エリクシルの過剰摂取による急激な興奮状態から、
He overdosed on elixir, which caused him to enter an overexcited state and jumped from the 3rd floor to his flat, committing suicide.
何でも彼は亡くなる数ヶ月前からエリクシルを常用していたとのことです。
Rumor has it he started using several months before his death and developed an addiction. Blah, I can't read today.
どうしてエリクシルなんて
Tokyo Ghoul ate my brains. What could have possessed him to do that? Yeah, Yaoi Logie? I hope Logie is just already Yaoi, because I want to be in Yaoi with Logie. I can't read? We know. Oi! Pendleton turned to the next page of his collection of documents.
エリクシル常用の原因もわかりませんが、
I fear I cannot
彼の死に
ascertain
は
the
不明な点
reason,
があります。
but there are a few mysteries surrounding his death.
不明な点
Extra yaoi. Yaoi squared. Like what? You gotta get ready for D&D, so I'ma head out. Alright, see you later, Linux. Also, we were saying that we were gonna get it around to like 3, and I have not heard back from anyone.
はい。死因は高所からの落下による脳挫傷ですが。
Wait, hold on. Let me mute for a second. Oh god, I'm gonna be on high alert. Okay. Does my microphone sound okay? Yes? Okay, cool. I saw a spider and it was inside. And now I don't know where it is. It was on the windowsill, but when I went to... I'm coming with a big boot. Thank you. If you hear me scream, you'll know why. Don't know where it went. Hey, get a drink. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Oh, wrong thing. It's not head pats. There we go. Can be like looking at the windowsill like every 5 seconds. God. Well, the cause of death is cerebral contusion brought on by the fall, and yet...
不思議なことに、骨折した頸部には不可解な方向から圧力が加えられていたとのことです。
You see, it was discovered that a large amount of pressure was applied to his fractured cervix from a direction that isn't consistent with anything else relating to his death.
頭部外傷の圧力の方向と頸部骨
shit.
折の向きが噛み合わないとの検視結果が出ております。
The autopsy report concluded that both the direction of his neck fracture and the direction of the force which caused his head trauma doesn't match.
なるほど。つまり頸部骨折は落下が原因ではない可能性があるってことね。
That's an intriguing find. Then his neck could have been broken before the fall? I hate spiders, but they don't deserve to die. Well, not a big boy. It'd be a container and a piece of paper to banish it far away. Yeah, whenever I see a spider, I try and like fling it out with like, I have this one book that's near me that's like very long and light, and I will use it to try and fling it out of the window. I'm very perceptive. Before his death, he's said to have mentioned that his friends' deaths were more than mere coincidence a number of times at a chemist he frequented. Must have been awful for him to live in that state. Still, at least that means I wasn't the only one who didn't believe my parents' deaths were an accident. Indeed, he was quite famous in London as a professor, as it so happens. I went to hear him speak with your parents several times, and always walked away impressed. It's unfortunate that he stopped speaking publicly during the years before his death. He always appeared to be afraid of something. Oh, conspiracy. Thank you for finding this out for me. You've done excellent work. He accepted my words with a perfect modest smile. The more I learn of the people in that photograph dying under mysterious circumstances, the stronger I feel their deaths had something more to them. And they were suffering from misfortune before their deaths, too. It's all far too suspicious. I gulped. If they were all murders made out to be accidents or suicides, just like in the case of my parents. It's genuinely starting to look as though someone wanted everyone involved in this fun dead. With their deaths being separated by several years, I doubt many would suspect this to be a case of multiple murders, but I cannot count myself among them. Is it Jack the Ripper? No, it wouldn't be Jack the Ripper. I agree. There are too many little similarities between them. If only we knew the truth. Might you prepare for me a list of the remaining people in this photo, Pendleton? I'd like you to investigate them safely for me. Also, I forgot to do this. There you go. As you wish, my lady. After bowing to me, he departed the room. I couldn't help but feel as though his image clouded over slightly as he did. Testimony B, a collection of information gathered by Pendleton. Were my parents' friends' deaths a simple coincidence? Pecora got nominated for Geoff Keighley's Advertisement Awards? I wonder if the mystery about her parents will be solved in every route or only one. I'll lose my damn mind if it's only one, but that's usually the case. The true ending has you learn about her family's deaths. I hope not. Yeah, that would be lame. The littlest landlady? Oh, we're gonna meet Watson and Holmes's landlady? The Game Awards? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it is that time of year, huh, for awards. Another morning, another clear, cloudless sky. I had no room for complaints as far as the weather was concerned. I wake surprisingly early considering you don't have school, my lady. Pendleton poured me a cup of tea as he always did after breakfast. Today's was a cup of flavored Earl Grey. It's about fucking time. Gandalf. How many weeks has it been?
Today is Monday, which means that Gandalf gets to lick a graham cracker.
When
It
was
is
the
her
last
favorite
one?
activity.
No, don't bite. Don't bite. No, don't bite.
Let her bite. You didn't give her a fucking... You didn't give her fucking Monday graham cracker for months.
Today is Monday, which means
Let her eat it. Yeah, when was the last one? How long ago?
today is Monday, which means
It has
Gandalf
been
gets to lick
over
a
a
graham
month
cracker.
since she had a graham
It
cracker.
is her favorite
Let her
activity.
munch on the graham cracker. You terrible, terrible people. IDK why web fishing isn't on Game of the Year or every category. Yeah, the last one was October 7th.
ホームズとワタソン
A month since she had it on
寝
video.
坊なんてできないわ
You never know. They've had some weeks where they had just teeny tiny graham crackers because they didn't want to go to the store and buy graham crackers. Not necessarily at all. I don't know. I need to hold them accountable every week. I need to know that they gave her graham cracker. Because it's her favorite activity. She deserves her graham cracker. Well, I'm out to visit Holmes and Watson's office with Marple. I can't afford to sleep in and be late. Best action game? Web fishing. Best esports? Web fishing. Best narrative? Web fishing. He may not have directly asked, but I saw no reason to hide it. I finished the last bit of the paper I'd been reading before looking at him.
マープルのことだから待ち合わせ場所にちょっとでも遅れたらそのまま置いていかれそうだもの
Knowing Marple, why even a teensy bit late, she'd often leave without me.
容易に想像できますね
Oh, I can picture
ついでに
that.
慌ててそ
About
の
as
後を
well
追い
as
か
I
け
can
て転
picture
倒す
you
るお
running
嬢
after
様
her,
のお姿
completely beside yourself before tumbling unceremoniously to the floor. Oi,
きっと転倒しても
you
お
shan't
嬢
give
様は
up so
諦めること
easily,
な
of
く立ち上がり
course.
食らいつい
Rather,
て
you
いく
haul
んです
yourself up over and over, pursuing her relentlessly like a wild animal. Pendleton, did you really need to go that hard? Are you attempting to praise me or make fun
そ
of
れ
me,
は私を褒
Pendleton?
めているの
あこれは心外です
Make fun of you?
どう
Heaven
して私
forbid.
がお嬢様を
Why should
バカ
I
に
ever
しなけれ
do
ば
any such thing? The esport is how long till a random trans person hits on me in the game.
なんとなく
I
言葉
get
の
the
端々に
slightest
悪意
feeling
を
of
感じ
ill
た
will from your choice of words.
悪意だなんてとんでもない
Ill will? Gracious no.
私がお嬢
I
様
am
に
but a
向ける茶目
playful
っ
tease
てな
in comparison to
ど
the
そちらに載っ
malice
ている記
depicted
事
in
に比べ
that
たら
article.
可愛いものです
Eh? Pendleton made a quick glance at the open newspaper.
王室御用達のミントンの食器王室献上前に偽物混入が発覚まあなんてこと
Counterfeits found in Minton tableware collection newly presented to the royal family. This is unconscionable.
ミントンって言ったらあのビクトリア女王お気に入りのブランドじゃないお花と金紙の装飾がとっても綺麗な
I've always adored Minton tableware. Their floral and gold leaf designs are so beautiful. I can see why Her Majesty loves them.
まさか偽物が王室に献上されそうになるとは嘆かわしいことです
How deplorable that Her Majesty was almost presented a forgery. Hey! Maybe humble her. Make her see what a forgery is. I don't know. Is it really that big of a deal that she gets given a forged table?
ええ本当にでも有名ブランドの偽物が世間に出回っていることは前から問題になっているみたいね
It absolutely is. It sounds like counterfeits being on the market has been an issue for some time. Elio, that means she was scammed. Yeah, she should get humbled. See what it feels like for the little people that get scammed all the time. And maybe she can crack down on the regular scammers. Yes, it's terrible that she was scammed. I don't know. I think like monarchy and politicians and stuff should get humbled a little bit, so that they'd be like, hey, this sucks. Maybe I should like make this illegal and crack down on it more.
中には本物とほとんど見分けがつかない精巧な偽物もあるようです。
Indeed it has. Some of them are so well made as to be almost indistinguishable from their originals. Actually, never mind. Never mind. I was wrong. She shouldn't get humbled. Like, counterfeits are still very valid because they're cheap alternatives for stuff that people can't normally get. But then again, there's like a whole discussion over like that as well. I don't know. This is a topic I'm not equipped to handle. This is how lying became a crime. Well, no. I think like some scams should be like considered a crime. Like all the ones that prey on like old people to give their credit card information. I mean, they are a crime, but they're not very well cracked down on. If it's a person intentionally gets a counterfeit, sure, but if you're paying full price for the counterfeit, that's definitely bad. Yeah. True.
偽物が本物にとって変わる。これほどいたたまれない事態があるでしょうか。
I shudder to imagine a world where the place of genuine articles had been overtaken by forgeries.
確かにそうね。下手をしたら本物の食器の価値が下がりかねないわ。
As do I. If this continues, the value of originals could plummet. Why would it lower the value of the original? Is this like a rich person thing that I don't understand? Which is why I'm so relieved that I have the actual Mona Lisa and not a counterfeit, like those losers. Oh, is it because people will see, like, the originals as cheap as well? Because the counterfeits are cheap? Is that what she means?
素晴らしい食器に憧れる人々の気持ちを逆手に取るなんて感心できないわね。
It disgusts me to think that there are people taking advantage of our desires for beautiful tableware for their own profit.
お嬢様、本物の価値の下落を心配されるのは構わないのですが。
This is just a cheap imitation, some random person looking at the original. I see. My lady, I certainly do understand your concern regarding the price of genuine goods decreasing.
待ち合わせのお時間は大丈夫ですか？
But you aren't gonna be late for your gathering, are you? I'm gonna lurk, bestie. My tummy hurt. Yeah. Rest well, Moggy. I hope your tummy hurt go away. I think you ate bad meatball. Yeah, hope it gets digested and out of your tummy fast then. Yeah, hope you feel better. You aren't gonna be late for your gathering, are you?
いけない。もうこんな時間だわ。
Dash it! I didn't know I was so late! I'm only assuming I'm no expert or forger. You're not a forger? Asked Twilight. After being sent off by Pendleton, I rushed to meet with Marple. We were to meet in Mayfair, London's West End. Are we going on a date with Marple?
待ってちょうだい、マープル。
Wait for me, Marple!
あんまり遅いと置いていくわよ。
I shall leave you behind if you cannot keep up. Watson invited us to his and Holmes's flat, so we decided to walk the way together. Damn it, it's not a date! Fuck!
ホームズたちのアパートはまだかしら。
Are we still not there? I can't see how those two walk this distance to school every day. It stimulates the brain and allows us to collect our thoughts. So if anything, Holmes wouldn't mind walking an even longer distance. It's crazy. Although I have to wonder if there are enough thoughts in Watson's brain to properly collect. I can also think of like the counterfeits giving the original brand a bad reputation, since those who don't know that it's a counterfeit will likely talk shit. Oh, true. That makes sense. That's rather mean. Come now, I was only teasing. I'm sure there's more than dust somewhere in there. Jesus Christ, Marple! I'm certain that was no simple tease. They use this flat as both their living space and office. And by the sounds of it, they pay the rent using the proceeds from their detective work. It's a wonder they earn enough to be self-sufficient at their age. I love how Marple does not play. She's so savage. I love her. And to do it all without any woman in the house at that. How do they manage the washing and cleaning? I mean, they have a landlady. And also, the room is a mess. We've seen their room. It is a mess. I can't see Holmes in the kitchen, at least. He's more likely to use speakers for testing the blood of corpses than making the tea. I don't know what to say. What does this mean? That wouldn't produce the most accurate results in my... What does this pop-up mean? Usually it's like a heart. Does this mean I raised Marple's points up? Your opinion is spot on. I know I'd find it strange to see high levels of caffeine and tannins in a corpse's blood. I do really like when Otome games have like visual indicators after you do a choice. Like I remember, what was it? Cinderella Phenomenon. I liked that it had that. Does it show anything for that? I guess not. And your opinion is spot on. I know I find it strange to see... Oh, I already read that. Indeed. Even then, whatever Holmes can do in regards to cooking and cleaning, I should think Watson even less capable. My only complaint about the Cinderella Phenomenon indicators for like correct choices is that you tended to have to wait like through a couple scenes before the pop-up would play. I like that this is just like kind of instantaneous for the most part. And yet, the shirts they wear at school are always nicely pressed. Certainly not the work of a man's. Oh yeah, like thinking it's the wrong choice for like a solid 10 minutes. Yeah! Their flat is a bit of a special case. It comes with free meals and tea and such from the landlady. Oh, now that you mention it, I'd heard as much from Watson. What a sweet thing to do for your tenants. Poor thing. Looking after Holmes must be a nightmare. More of a nightmare than caring for a pet cat, I'd wager. God damn, Marple. She hates Holmes and Watson. I love her. She's so based. We continue to chatter away until we finally reach the flat. The only reason she puts up with them is because they're friends with Emily and she's a raging lesbian. I was gonna say the same with Mystic Messenger, but I remember that sometimes you can get hearts for choices that lead to the bad end just because you're enabling bad choices. God. I feel like it's more directed at Holmes. Marple is so real for that. She was also saying that, like, Watson is dumber than Holmes and can't do, like, homework. Like, he can't do cooking or cleaning earlier. How many times had I been here now? Ah, right. This made it the 4th, didn't it? I should prefer a carriage for the 5th. There you are. I was hoping you'd arrive about now.
二人とも来てくれてありがとう。
Thanks for dropping by.
また来たかったからちょうどよかったわ。
We were happy to. I wanted to come and visit again soon, so the timing was just right.
それにしてもお出かけしていたの？
Were you off on an errand just now?
ああ、
I was, but only to the post office to send off a letter.
別に用がなくても来てくれていいから。
If you'd ever like to visit, you don't need to wait for an excuse, you know. Coming to see us is reason enough, isn't it?
そうね。ありがとう。
I suppose you're right. Thank you.
いいって。それよりもわざわざ今日は来てもらってごめんな。
Speaking of, I hope it was alright to call you over like this today.
気にしないで。
Very much so.
それにしてもワトソンの隅に置けないわね。
Besides, you must be rather taken with this lady to seek outside help for whatever dilemma she's in. I think there's been a misunderstanding. The lady in question is our landlady, and I only thought fellow women would better understand her feelings. Oh, is she on her period? Does she need me to buy her some pads? What size is her vagina?
その方があなたたちのお世話をしている若い女性ね。
So that's who it is. I did hear she's quite young, but I didn't know she was close to our age.
What?
You did? She is young, that much is true, but never mind, Stefan. Have you not seen that meme, Twy? I love that the pad shopper reaction meme. It's so good. I saw one for Persona 5 and it was so in character. No, I have not. Hold on. Wonder if I can find it. God, it's such a good one. You're a little confused, but he got the spirit. Jackie, do you know that one meme of like the Phantom Thieves, like getting texted like, I need some pads or whatever, and their responses? Okay, this is not what I was looking for, but I think you'd like this, Twy. It was most likely Ryuji, I believe. Yeah. Let me see. Pads. Can I find it? I can't find it. Pads text meme. Okay, I found one from Mystic Messenger at least. Wait. I found one for Limbus Company too. Wait. I just found it. It was under the Limbus Company one, I think. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the exact one, but it is Persona 5. Okay, anyway. Here, I'm gonna share the Mystic Messenger one. Cause that one's the most similar to the one I saw with Persona 5. It's really funny. This is canon. Kim Dokja just like me. I knew he was a self-insert. Okay, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. But it was with Persona 5 characters, the one I saw. But still. Can you buy me pads? Yes, I can. Pads are a must to all women in need. So if you ask me to buy them, yes, I'll buy them for you. So you can have the comfort of using pads. I would buy it for you. So you can use them once I give them to you. It's okay, you got this. Can you buy me pads? What's that? Can you buy me pads? What size? Wings or not? Thick or thin? Do you need panty liners too? Can you buy me pads? Holy fuck, thank God you're not pregnant. Can you buy me pads? Are you on your period? Yes, and that's on period. Can you buy me pads? Can you buy me pads? Oh no, baby, I mean yes. Do you crave anything? Chocolates, yogurts, chips, maybe yogurts. I'll buy you yogurts. 7, my goat. It doesn't have the what size is your vagina one in this one, though, unfortunately. There was, like, a part of it that was, like, what size is your vagina? And I remember they used that for Ryuji. Hold on, can I find the full? Maybe the Limbus one might have it. Okay, here's another one. Can you buy me pads? I hate how big corporations can capitalize on a biological process for financial gain, but of course, what size? Can you buy me pads? No. You didn't say please. Can you please buy me pads? No. Oh, there we go. Can you buy me pads? What size your pussy? That was it. Can you buy me pads? What makes you think I would say yes? I'm on my period. That's on you. Can you buy me pads? Pleading emoji. Do you trust me? It's just pads. I seen you buy them. They got wings and all, you know, all that stuff. But no, I can't. It's too complicated. Can you buy me pads? Wrong number. What? Wrong number. God, I found the Know Your Memes page of it. That's the Heathcliff one. Yeah, let me find the Limbus one. What one did they give them? Oh no, Heathcliff. The one they went with Heathcliff was I thought I bought you some last month. Can you buy me pads? They used Dawn for this. Your bleeding season. We can't fuck? And then for Gregor, can you buy me pads? I got $2 with me. Yi-song would not respond like this. Can you buy me pads? Dunno. Can I? Yi-song would never. He would immediately buy the pads. And then for Roja, it's, are you gonna ask me to buy you pads? How do you know? According to my calendar, it's your first day today. Open your door, baby. Okay, I'm gonna correct the Limbus Company buy me pads meme, because that's incorrect. I know the Limbus Company characters better than this random Tumblr user. Anyway. Watson opened the door to allow us inside. Thank you for holding the door. I took one step in and was immediately cut off by someone new. Oh, that was a tangent of all time. Where have you been, you horrendous nitwit? Cute. I could scarcely let out a yelp of surprise before a small girl had crashed into me. She had a lovely mint shade to her hair, mostly tucked beneath a yellow bonnet that was fastened with ribbons near both of her ears. A baby. Yeah, that did not look like mint. That looks like silver. How could you leave a girl alone for so long? I was given the worst kind of fright, I'll have you know. Obviously, it'd be the landlady's daughter. The way she clung to me was much like a child cling to their mother. There was no chance to escape or even to step aside. Cute. That and her shoulders had the tiniest, most adorable quiver. Wait, is being close to her the Baker Street one? Maybe. I did know she had like a root, but I wasn't actually sure if she had like a root or if she was like included in someone else's root. So maybe she is in the Baker Street one. What gentleman puts a lady through this? A failure of one, that's what! I've been terrified this entire time, just terrified! If I die during this case, I swear to become a ghost whose only desire is to haunt you forever! I suppose the best course of action here is... What should I say? Forgive me, it was never my intention to frighten you, young lady. I like how she even had like a cadence. What are you doing? Did you ever... No, I guess I should mention it whenever you get home. I don't even know if I'm going out at this point. We said we were going out at 3:30 and no one has responded. The meme template thing? The pads? I'm pretending to be an English gentleman. No? Elio? Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I mentioned 2 or 3 days ago that the templates didn't have the new model with ears. Right! I guess mention that if I get home... Hold on, I'm gonna just message them again. I'm gonna just at them and be like... Oh wait, who might you be? The girl seemed bewildered from having realized she scolded the wrong person. Or could that perhaps have been the way she always looked? Her eyes, a striking blue, were as large as I'd ever seen, and remained more doe-eyed still by tears that sparkled. She's a schoolmate of mine in Holmes. I called her here. Okay, now it looks more minty than the CG, but it still doesn't really look green to me. It still looks more silver to me. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Emily Whiteley. I wonder if that's why there's not much info on Baker Street route, because you had to juggle between 3 different characters? Maybe. Emily Whiteley? My! Are you not one of Her Majesty's detectives? You know of her? That I do! Only a true lady reads the daily paper. If that's not too brazen to say. Oh, look at me! I didn't intend to greet a guest so roughly. The more her understanding of the situation raveled? The more her emotions unraveled in turn. You'll forgive me, won't you? It's not often one is forced to see me in such a frantic state. You could do with learning some patience. I am patient, I am! Unable to cope with the embarrassment, she buried her face in her hands. Alright, Hudson, alright. Put the kettle on, won't you? Right away. I'll put on the finest tea you've ever had.
さあ上がってちょうだい。
Do come along in. Thank
どう
you.
も。あら、あなた。
Oh, are you...
セーラマープル。
I'm Sarah Marple, and you're... Marple intently scrutinized Hudson, who seemed to fidget from nerves the longer upon she was stared. Oh. Hello. You're safe, Crystal. Phoenix isn't here.
まるで小さなワンコ。いや、
Sweet.
可愛らしい感じ。
Yeah, Leonix is too busy playing D&D right now. Like a little puppy. You're a rather charming landlady, aren't you? It. You targeted it twice. It. Are you just flexing?
ワンコ？
But why?
そんな風に言われたの
Yes.
初めてだわ。
It was a threat. Never feel safe. Damn. Puppy? I can't say I've been called that before.
とにかく
Regardless, come, come.
あなたに
I'd
協
love
力
your
して
help
ほし
with
いの。
this. Of course I don't feel safe. It's Bun Bun's stream. What do you mean? What could ever make you feel unsafe about being in my stream? I don't got anything else to use it on since bunks are off. Precisely. Having ears. It'd be my pleasure. Yeah, I'll try and fix it tonight. We made ourselves comfortable as Hudson prepared some tea.
さあ、紅茶をどうぞ。
Here you are.
ありがとう。
Oh, thank you.
はい、どうぞ。
And for you, Miss Marple.
どうも。
Thank you.
ほれ、
Here.
ねあち
Put it down with more care. Gently now.
ワトソンはどうせ飲むときこぼすじゃない。
We both know you'll spill the load of it once you start drinking.
お二方は初めましてになるわね。私はアビゲイル・ハドソン。
Alright then. I have to introduce myself. I'm the landlady here, Abigail Hudson.
そう。
Yes, we've heard a lot about you. You cook all the meals here, yes?
ええ。このアパートの食事
I
は
make every single one for every single tenant.
自慢
I'm not one to boast, but everyone loves them.
自慢なのかよ。
So she's wife material. That's what you call boasting?
そしてろくに洗濯も掃除もしない住人は仕方ないから私がやってあげてるの。
And not only do I do the cooking, out of the goodness of my heart, I do all the washing and cleaning for some hopeless tenants who can't manage it themselves.
例えば
And would you look at that? We have one shining example right here. He's the one wearing a hat. She pointed at Watson so directly that a shockwave might have flown from it.
ホームズとワトソン二人して掃除も洗濯も全然できないのよ。
Neither he nor Holmes do any housework at all. It's unbelievable.
彼女の前で
Ugh.
そういうこと話すなよ。
Should tell her that.
事実だから言っても
I
構わ
only
ない
speak
で
the
しょ。
truth. You don't get to deny it. It boggles the brain how two grown men living under one roof can't learn the first thing about washing or cleaning or... Oh no, she's homophobic.
ハドソンは偉いわね。
I'd say it shows how capable you are, even when you look so young. Those aren't things simply anyone can do. She's a homophobic homosexual.
私がおばさんから預かっている大切なアパートですもの。綺麗なままでいて
Well,
ほし
I
い。
was entrusted with these flats by my aunt, so I want them to be spick and span at all times. She thrust out her chest with pride.
それよりもハドソン。
Don't forget, you had something very important you wanted to discuss with them, didn't you?
そうよ、そうなの。
Yes, you're right! Very important! Can you buy me pads? Her smile vanished and was instantly replaced by a grave frown.
ええ、話してみて。
Tell us everything.
昨日の晩のことなのだけ
Listen,
ど
something dreadful happened last night. Hudson had a way of jumping from one expression to the next without losing an ounce of sincerity. She was growing increasingly emotional as she explained her predicament.
夜の9時に家へ戻ったら部屋中
When
が
I
荒らされ
returned
てい
home
た
at
の
9, I found my room in a disastrous
ちゃんと
state.
鍵をかけていた
I
の
know I locked the door when I went out too.
家を出たのは
Around what time did you leave home?
夜の6時よ
6 at night.
親戚のおじ
A
さまが
relative of mine
ロンド
was
ンに来るという
visiting
から
London, so
おじさまの知
we
り合
went
い
to
のお
eat
店
at
で
a place
ごちそうに
belonging
なって
to
い
his
たの
friend.
犯行は
So,
昨日の夜6
the
時
crime
から
took place sometime between 6 and 9 in the evening? What is this? I know what you are. So true. Gotta go next to Holmes. Or, I guess not next to Holmes, because we got the Tokyo Ghoul thing. She's here in spirit, next to Holmes. I was so frightened. I rang Scotland Yard immediately and had them investigate. Fortunately, the master key for everyone's flats was in the safe, so all's well's there. No money was taken either. No, one thing I haven't been able to find since is a very important piece of tableware. It was part of my late grandmother's collection. Oh, is it part of that tableware they were talking about this morning? That's been getting like counterfeits?
いやでも一応捜査はするって言
They
って
said
た
they'll
けど
try looking into it, but the odds of finding it seem to be low. Oh! Did I get a response? Oh wait, no, that was... Whoops. They said they'll try looking into it, but the odds of finding it seem to be low.
食器が盗まれてしまったのね
Do you suspect it was stolen?
え
Yes.
えでもね
And there was something else unusual about that night.
割れた窓ガラスも一緒に盗まれていたの
The window had clearly been broken into, but the glass fragments that should have been there simply weren't. They were all gone.
でも窓ガラスって
That is
普通のガラ
unusual.
スでしょ
The window is made from ordinary glass, isn't it?
でも
It
床には
is.
割
But
れ
I
たガラ
can't
スの破片が
fathom
落ちてい
who
なか
else
っ
could
た
have
の
taken them. There was not a single fragment among the mess.
不思議ねなぜガラスまで持っていく必要が
For what reason would the culprit take broken glass with them?
あそれなんだけど
Oh, on the subject of the glass. Watson piped in as if he had been thinking long and hard about something.
床にほんの少しだけど
That may be missing, but the culprit left something else in its stead. Blood. I suspect they were injured by the shards.
拭き取った跡があったか
There's evidence they made to wipe the blood off the floor as well, so perhaps it was all taken to reduce evidence.
そうそれじゃあ犯人は手か腕に怪我をしてるってことね
It's possible. Then we're potentially looking for someone with an injured arm or hand. I mean, Jack has an injured arm.
ホームズは彼なら事件を嗅ぎつけて尻尾振ってやってくるでしょ
Where is Holmes, by the way? I half expected the man would come barging in, salivating the second he smelt a case. Oh,
そうい
that
え
he
ば
most certainly would.
お出かけ
Is
して
he
る
out
の
for the day?
ああホームズは
He's in Edinburgh, assisting with one of his dad's cases. My dad's with them also.
まあ
Oh,
まるで
that
家
sounds
族
like a
旅
right
行ね
little family outing.
ワトソンは
Why
一緒
didn't
に
you
行か
join
なかった
them?
の
I hate my dad.
事務所を空にするのも気が引けるしな4人で旅行なんて小さい頃だけで十分だよ
I didn't want to leave the office unmanned, so I asked Holmes if I could stay. Besides, I've had my fill of trips with the four of us when we were children. Watson's lips curled into a bitter smile at the corners.
そんなわけでホームズもいないし俺一人じゃちょっと手詰まりな感じで
That's why I'm all on my own. I'm sure you agree that this might be a bit much to handle without any additional help. Brother, Vermintide 2 is 0.75 cents and I gave you like $6 to buy it. I should have waited.
できれば2人にも協力してほしいんだ。
I'd really appreciate it if the two of you were to lend me a hand.
そうね。ハドソン、盗まれたのはどんな食器か詳しく教えて。
That's me right now looking at Grime on sale on Steam and being like, should I buy it? Nah. Stanley, can you tell us more about that item that was stolen, Hudson?
ええ、ロイヤルドルトンのお皿よ。年代物だし、フルーツフラワーの柄は人気があるのよ。
Plenty. It's a regal Dalton plate for one thing. Quite an old one too, with a well-loved floral and fruit design.
保存状態も最高だ
It's
し。
in such pristine condition, even Mom said she's rarely seen tableware with colors as pretty.
あのレモンブーケの
Which item has more value? The stolen plate, or that cup and saucer with the flowers and lemons? Marple indicated in the direction of another item in the Hudson's collection.
もちろんフルーツフラワーのお皿よ。それはロイヤルドルトンの偽物なんだから。後ろのマークを見て。
The plate, of course. Not to devalue them, but the cup and saucer are both false. Look at the mark on the back. I gently turned the saucer upside down. On it was a symbol of a lion standing atop a crown, but instinct grabbed me while I observed it. Something wasn't right about this. I turned over another nearby piece of tableware and confirmed my suspicions. There was a striking difference between the two designs.
え？それだけ他のと刻印が違うでしょ？
See? They aren't quite the same as this one here. Is Elliot really done eating? Or is he simply done eating normal food and wants to consume chat? Well, no, that was what I was doing during Tokyo Ghoul. I was eating chat. We may never know for sure until it's too late. Hi there, Barn. Yeah, he wants to be sucked, yeah. I'm tired of eating people. That's the only known part.
でもこれはお母さんからもらったものだし、おばあちゃまがこれで紅茶を飲んでいたから。
Hudson feels like a character Barn would like. What's your, like, 5-second opinion of her? I don't mind it, though. It might not be the real thing, but my mom gave it to me and my grandmother used to drink from it, so it's really enough for me.
ないと不安になっちゃうの。
I can't rest easy if I don't have it, so I always keep it with me. I know a guy. He lives in a mansion and is like filthy stinking rich. I love her. Very simple. Thank you. Hudson. And she was right that the marks on the cup and saucer were different to that on the rest of her collection. But this is not the end of my suspicions.
マープル、この刻印って確かライオンの尾は一本よね。
Maple, am I correct in thinking the lion is only meant to have one tail? Can I see my messages now? Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, I wish they told me when they were on their way. I actually have to go offline now, guys. The people that I was gonna hang out with did not tell me that they were leaving. And they are outside of my house right now. So, sorry. I'll stream more later. See you guys later. Bye.